A few weeks ago, I made a short where I promised to print whatever the winning comment asked for and send it to them. Well, after 2 weeks, the winning comment was a heart-shaped box that could be opened and closed. The following is a quick account of how I printed this item and shipped it off to our lucky winner. Thanks for watching, everybody. Alright, so we're back at it. I'm just getting the printer warmed up again, getting ready to print the winning item. This is the third attempt. The beginning is always the hardest part, and this isn't the item, this is something else that I've been meaning to print for a while. Anyway, we're gonna hope that this one works. It's the next day. I broke the fan yesterday. I had to order a new fan, so I did that. I installed the new fan. Not the most professional installation in the world, but the fan does work again. And so too does my baby. This is still not the thing because the box that I will be printing, I'm going to use red filament because it's a heart. So the red filament arrives tomorrow, and then we'll print the box. So, once I had a winning comment, the first step was to find an acceptable model to use for the box. I looked through a couple platforms, including the Creality online model catalog and the Thingiverse, until I eventually found this model. It was a heart-shaped box, very simple, with a nice lid that fit snugly into the top of the box. So I decided this model would be the one I used. Oh, and the box said I love you on it, which seemed like a nice touch. So I downloaded the model and opened it in my Creality slicer. However, after an initial look at the box, I noticed an issue. The box itself was a little smaller than I wanted, but this was easily solved. I scaled the box up to 250% of the original size, and with that, I was ready to print my G-code files. Alright, you may or may not know, the winning object was a heart-shaped box. What color do we make a heart-shaped box? Red. So I bought 1 kilogram of red filament, and we're going to make a red heart box. Fun update as I prepare to print the heart box. My air conditioning has stopped working. It is 86 degrees in this room and rising. Oh, the print begins. So I was actually really happy with how the lid came out. On the first print, it pretty much was perfect. Everything was where it was supposed to be, the lid looked really nice, and it all seemed to be going rather well. What an exciting update I have for you. The lid of the box has been printed. Like I said, it's going to be a sizable box. Now, we're printing the actual box. Which is good, because sometimes when you scale up a model by as much as 250%, you can have some random errors. But it seemed that it was working correctly, and I wasn't going to question it. Until, of course, I tried to print the bottom. Printing the bottom took about 4 attempts. One of the joys of 3D printing is figuring out what you can and can't get away with. Printing at 600% speed is not something you can get away with. I thought I'd try it, it didn't work. So we're trying again, this time at normal old 100% speed. Your heart box may take a while, winning commenter, but I will make it so. The second attempt worked a little better, but it also stopped working when the filament lost adhesion around the third layer of printing. Alas for attempt number 2, it was not meant to be. I've slowed down the printer even more. If it takes 27 hours, this print will work. On my third attempt, I finally got it to print the entire bottom of the box, which, as you can imagine, uses a good amount of filament. We are 11% into the print, and it has been running for 4 hours and 25 minutes. I have no idea how long this thing is gonna take. It could take a long time. It's taken 4 hours to do 10%. So if we go by that, if it's 4 hours per 10%, this could be a 40-hour print. I don't think it will be. I think it'll speed up a little towards the end. But, we'll see. We'll see, man. If it has to be 40 hours, it has to be 40 hours. You know, I don't make the rules. The problem was, the bottom of the box was actually slightly off-center. For some reason, the printer had ended up a little bit to the left, about 20% of the way through the print, and so the walls were not correctly situated on top of the box's floor. So I had to reprint the box bottom, and on the second print, the bottom came out looking a lot better, such that I decided to go ahead and go with that bottom and the already printed lid. Well, attempt number 1 had some issues, so I went ahead and reprinted the bottom of the box. Attempt number 2 looks a lot better. The lid came out nicely the first time, so I don't need to reprint that. We have our lid, we have our box, and using this little tab right here, you can open the box and see inside. All right, I think she's ready to ship. I also sent my winning commenter the bottom that did not work out, just in case they needed some random tray to hold things. And with that, it was time to pack it up and ship it out. And there you have it. The item arrived 3 days after I sent it. I assume the fact that I haven't heard anything from my winner means the item was delivered. And with that, the challenge was complete. The item had been printed and sent to its intended recipient. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, I am the one and only David of David's Day Vids, signing off.